A couple of days ago, I made a video talking about the Japanese reveal of Black Bolt and White Flare. But a couple of days later, we got the English reveal of these sets, quite a bit early than I would have expected. Destined Rivals is still not out for another 3 weeks, and we're already moving on to the holiday set of the summer. And man, I gotta say, my first impression on Black Bolt and White Flare is this is gonna be a fun rip. This set looks like it's going to be amazing. Let's just hope for our sake the pull rates are a little bit more similar to Crown Zenith than what we saw with Prismatic Evolutions. And we'll get to that in just a second, but first, let's talk about the release date, some of the sealed product, all that type of stuff. So Black Bolt and White Flare is going to be like two separate sets. First time English has ever done this. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how it works out. Very interesting to see if one is highly favored over the other. Both of the ETBs, like the design overall for this looks amazing to me. I really like the black and white design with the hits of blue and pink, depending on what set it is. Both ETBs amazing. Both ETBs are going to be awesome display pieces. I really want to get a few of these to put on the shelf. I think this is one of the best ETB designs we've had, at least in recent years. We'll go over the products and the release dates real quick. First wave is going to be July 18th on the release day. Of course, we're going to get the ETBs to start off. There'll be the two ETBs as I mentioned. It also looks like the Black Bolt ETB is going to come with a Thunderous illustration promo card, and the White Flare is going to have Tornadus. I have a little bit of an idea here. Do you think that they're purposely holding back a little bit on the cards they're putting in these ETBs so that the PC ETBs don't go bonkers? Because I feel like they could have put something a little cooler in there. I don't know, maybe Thunderous and Tornadus are huge Pokemon, super popular Pokemon, but to me, it would have been sick to put Reshiram and Zekrom in there. Wouldn't have to be anything too crazy, but they could have done that. Or chose like a fan favorite Pokemon that was exclusive to each video game. It'll be interesting to see how the PC ETBs go. Those have not been revealed yet. I'd imagine they'll drop on the Pokemon Center any day now. And speaking of the Pokemon Center, that brings us to today's sponsor, PokeNotify. If you're not using PokeNotify, what are you doing? How have you not heard of it by now? PokeNotify is the best way to get Pokemon Center drops early. You'll get those notifications immediately as they go live. They even speculate when they're going to come out and get the links ready for you, so you can be the first one in that huge Pokemon Center queue. So if you haven't signed up for PokeNotify yet, I got a link in the description. It's a great service. I've been using it for like 6 months now, and it has helped me quite a bit secure products like Prismatic Evolutions and even 151 restocks. So get in there before Black Bolt and White Flare ETBs pop up on the Pokemon Center, and even be prepared for a restock of Destined Rivals PC ETBs that I'm sure will be coming in the next couple of months. Again, thanks to PokeNotify for sponsoring today's video. Check them out at that link in the description. And also on July 18th, you're going to be getting binder collections for both cards. That's pretty cool that there's two separate binders. This is going to be a massive set, which we're going to touch on in a little bit here. But the binders, you've got a Reshiram and a Zekrom binder. Both will come with 5 packs of the respected set. Very cool looking binders. Obviously, these are a little bit more expensive, price per pack products because you get that binder in there. But man, if you don't have a binder, these are some of the coolest binders Pokemon has done. They're also doing another poster collection. I'm a big fan of these poster collections, man. I've been putting them on the back of my doors and stuff like that in the studio room here. Just so it's not just a wall of ETBs behind me. You've got other stuff that I can at least look at away from the camera. And this set will be a combination of booster packs, which I think is pretty cool. It's a good way to get both. The posters, like both pack arts, kind of split in half, which is nice. I'd imagine the back of it kind of has a master set like they've been doing for the last couple posters. So you'll get 2 Black Bolt, 2 White Flare booster packs, and you'll also be getting 3 promo cards of the starters. I'd imagine they're going to have the Galaxy or Cosmo foil that they usually have with these promo cards in the Scarlet and Violet gen. And the last product dropping on July 18th is going to be the mini tins. It looks like there's going to be 8 different mini tins, so they'll probably have displays out there. The design on the mini tins is really cool. It's kind of got like a weird like 90s like mall design going on, like that classic, like kind of like the classic paper cup you would get at the local mall, but it's a black and white design with kind of red hits instead of those funky like cyan, magenta, like yellow, pink, blue designs that they used to have. Very cool design. They've got a bunch of different Pokemon on there. I wouldn't say that I have a favorite Pokemon necessarily from Gen 5, but man, I'm excited to see what's going to be in this set. The next release will be August 1st, and it's going to be text stickers. There's going to be 1 for Black Bolt and 1 for White Flare. These are a little bit different than they've done in the past. Of course, it's going to have 3 booster packs of whatever set, Black Bolt or White Flare, and each one is going to have an illustration rare style promo. So not like your typical just holo promo or shiny promo like we had in Paldean Fates. It's going to be a full art like illustration rare promo card of either Reuniclus or Gothitelle depending on which one you go for. That's pretty cool. I don't know if those are either like favorite Pokemon. I'm pretty sure there is a Reuniclus, maybe even a Gothitelle illustration rare already out there in Paldea Evolved or Temporal Forces or something. Could be wrong. I'll pop them up on screen if I'm right. So that's pretty cool. Makes the text stickers a little cooler. You know, get a little bit more bang for your buck, even though I'm sure all these products are going to be going instantly and it's going to be hard to find them, like it is everything these days. Also on August 1st, you've got a Victini illustration collection box. This is that same Victini card I talked about in the last video. That's going to be a promo in Japan. It's coming with like a pocket folder collection or something like that. So we're going to be getting it in like your typical like 4-pack collection box, similar to like the Zapdos box we had for 151, except it's going to have a jumbo card of an illustration rare Victini, which I think is cool. I feel like if they're going to keep doing jumbo cards, even though nobody wants them, nobody's asking for them, they should do better artwork. So at least maybe you want to slap that on the wall or something. It's like a mini poster rather than just like some generic ass EX Pokemon. But you got the Victini illustration rare with the jumbo version of it and a regular Victini promo card, probably the Cosmo Holo variant. You've also got 2 packs of each set, similar to what you have with the poster collection. And then finally on August 22nd, you're going to get booster bundles, 1 for each set, so they're not going to be mixed up for this drop. It's going to be Black Bolt and White Flare. I'd imagine they come in display cases where you're getting like 5 in each or whatever, 6 in each. I don't know if it's 10 or a dozen in one of those display boxes. And that's just your typical 6 packs of whatever set you decide to pick up. Of course, they want to release those at the end so everyone's buying the junk products before it gets to the best bang for your buck. But we'll see. By August 22nd, I doubt enough of this is going to be on the market, and not a lot of people will be able to open it up. I mean, I'm someone that likes to open up a lot of a new set, especially if it's a set I'm really excited for. But by a lot, I mean like 100, 200 packs. Not as much as some people, I'm sure. But man, I haven't even opened like 50 Prismatic Evolutions packs, and that set's been out for like 4 months now. I feel like, you know, by the end of the year, I'll be lucky to open 50 to 100 Black Bolt White Flare packs, but you never know. Maybe they'll fix the problem by then. We'll find out with Destined Rivals coming out in a few weeks. But man, I don't want to make this video too long. Let's go into a few more details we have for this set, because there is some other stuff that I didn't really think too hard about, but it looks like it might be a regular occurrence in these holiday sets. So first off, each set is going to contain 170 cards. I'd imagine the kind of filler, the commons, the uncommons are going to be the same in both of these sets. It's just going to be the illustration rares that are different. At least that's what I think, because there's 156 Pokemon in the Unova region. They're all going to get a card in this set. In fact, they're even going to get an illustration rare or a special illustration rare in this set. So 156 of those 170 cards, I'd imagine, are going to be your basic Pokemon cards. Or not basic, but, you know, a regular, uncommon, common, rare of whatever Pokemon are in Unova region. And I'd imagine that additional like 14 or more cards are going to be trainers in the set. They could vary a little bit. Maybe they'll do like a couple cards that are only in each one, but I think that'll make the bulk a little bit more difficult to get. It does say each set will have more than 65 illustration rares. So I'd imagine they're cutting that 156 in half, and they're going to put half in Black Bolt, half in White Flare. More than 5 special illustration cards. So that's like 70 art cards. 65 illustration, 5 special illustration. Each set will have 6 EXs, Zekrom, Meloetta, Reshiram, Keldeo. In the Japanese variant, we also saw Kyurem and Serperior, so that's another 2. So right there, that's 6 of our total of 12. So we've got 6 more. We'll have to wait and see what we get. You've also got 8 ultra rare Pokemon and supporters. That's going to be your full arts. 1 illustration rare or special illustration card for each Unova Pokemon. We already talked about that. 1 special illustration rare supporter card. So I guess each set is going to have 4 special illustration rare Pokemon and 1 special illustration rare trainer. So that's going to give us a minimum of 8 special illustration rare Pokemon. It does say more than 5. That might be 6. I don't know what they're doing there. They did say 6 Pokemon EX per set, so I would imagine all of those would get special illustration rares, but maybe not. That would leave us with like 7 SIRs per set. Of course, I'm sure we'll find out in the next couple of weeks what exactly is going to be in here as the Japanese variant comes close to release on June 6th. And this next point kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. 3 different parallel foil sets, 2 of which will feature either a Rainbow Pokeball or Master Ball pattern. So I don't know if this is going to be the same as what we had in Prismatic Evolutions or a slightly different Pokeball Master Ball theme, but that's absolutely insane. So basically, we're going to be getting a regular card a reverse holo card, a Pokeball card, a Master Ball card, and then either an illustration rare or special illustration rare card. Like, this is going to be a massive set. This might be the biggest set to ever release, which is kind of why I mentioned I really hope that pull rates are a little bit better, a little more similar to what we had with Crown Zenith, because man, if you're pulling, like, even if you're doing like the whatever, like 3 in 36 odds, was that 1 in 12 for illustration rares, and there's 156 illustration rares at the minimum. Like, come on, dude. Let's do the math on that real quick. So if you're doing 1 in 12 for an illustration rare and there's 156, it's going to take you almost 1,900 packs to pull every single one at max odds if you're pulling one every 12 packs. So let's hope that it's like 1 in 6 packs at least, man, because there's no way anyone's opening two. Well, I mean, there are people that are going to open 2,000 packs of this set. What am I saying? But then to pull the Pokeballs, the Master Balls, all that jazz, like, this is insane. If they're doing all of this, that means there's going to be over 800 unique cards in this set. Unique meaning, you know, like the foil patterns. Like, it's going to be the same card, but 4 versions of that card, 5 versions of that card is absolutely insane. This is going to be a massive set. We've got a bunch of card reveals. A lot of them are Japanese here, but we'll take a quick look through them. You got, you know, your illustration rares of Snivy. That one's a cool one. Servine and Superior. That's a special illustration rare. We've also got Tepig. I don't know all the evolutions of this one. I know the last one is Embor. Not a special illustration rare. And then Oshawott, Middle Guy, and Samurott. Telling you, Gen 5 is one of my weakest gens. I like a lot of the Pokemon. Really bad at their names. You've also got the ETB promos here. And there's also a Landorus that'll be in there somewhere, I'd imagine. And then these black and white rares. Really cool cards. I think these are going to be hyped. I saw people, you know, kind of photoshopping this Zekrom into a Beckett Black label, which I think is going to hold a premium. That's going to be hype. Reshiram, that's going to look nice in a PSA slab. And same with this Victini in a PSA slab is going to be very cool. I'm interested to see if we get any others than just these 3. I don't know if they really would. Like I think I mentioned this in the Japanese release video. If they did one, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kyurem and it's like a bluish silver color. Other than that, I don't think there's really much they could do in terms of black and white rares. I can't really think of another great Pokemon that would stand out. But yeah, man, this is going to be a hyped up set. Very, very interested to see how it goes. Like, we're not even at Destined Rivals yet, and I have been trying my hardest to get pre-orders in so I can open some on the channel. It comes out like just before my birthday. I'm really hyped for it. I know there's a lot of like discourse online. Some people think it's going to be mid. Some people think it's worse than Journey Together. To me, it's like every single SIR is going to be really nice. Like, I love the Ethan's Ho-Oh, the Cynthia's Garchomp, all the Rockets SIRs look really good. I don't really understand why people are kind of like shitting on it a little bit, but I think it's going to be a great set, a very strong set, and we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully in the next couple of months, the supply shortage is figured out, because there's still people that want to open Prismatic. There's still people that want to open Surging Sparks that haven't really had much of a chance yet. So you're looking 6 months back, and there's still products that are like impossible to find. Right now, it's impossible to find anything. If you're in Canada, you know for sure. Like, if you can find stuff at GameStop or Toys R Us, but you're paying like a minimum 10, 12, maybe even $15 per pack for a product. It's not worth it right now. And I mean, the stuff they have is like Obsidian Flames 3 packs for like $35. Like there's no way I'm picking that up when I was grabbing Obsidian Flames packs at like less than $5 a pack a year ago. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below again your thoughts on this upcoming dual set. The first time Pokemon has released a dual set in English. Very interesting. I really like the artwork on these. Really, really excited to see how the PC ETBs look. I just hope for like a little more texture or something. Typically they just zoom in on the Pokemon and eliminate the background, just do like a gradient. I hope they just like do something a little crazier. I like the pattern, the color scheme. Do something cool, shock us a little bit. And again, if you're not using PokeNotify, hit the link in the description of this video. It takes you right to PokeNotify. You can learn more about it. If you sign up through that link, I get a little bit of a kickback, helps support the channel and helps fund the giveaways. We're going to figure out a giveaway for the end of the month, probably Destined Rivals, so stay tuned for that. The last giveaway was a lot of fun. The winner let me open it up on stream and he pulled an SIR, so that's pretty sick. Maybe we can keep that streak going and we can open up some Destined Rivals at the end of the month for one of you guys and maybe pull another special illustration rare. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Stay tuned for more content coming later this week. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.